Oh, you want to be in the video?
No.
Oh, sorry, bud. There they come. Oh my goodness. We come to see you both.
Don't work anything over.
There's Jana, Marlene. Hello, you guys. Good evening. Good to see you guys. Look at there. There's Terry on here.
Well, I'll be.
It said iPhone. I didn't know who it was. I was like, that's Terry Smith. Oh, here we come. More people coming. Oh, here comes more. Look at this.
They're coming on.
They're coming on. All these gorgeous ladies. Oh,
This
here
one
comes more.
doesn't have my filter on it.
Well, I always look like my face is greasy on here. Look at that. That light. Right. I'm getting close to it. Let's wait a few more minutes. I don't know what it is about our dog. He can be fine. And then we turn the Zoom on and he just thinks he's got to be all over Wade. I don't know. It's so weird. Look at it. Can you guys see him? You really can't. He's just doing this and pawing him, and he's Wade's dog. Definitely Wade's dog.
He's okay.
Here comes more people. Hold on
All right.
just a minute. We're waiting on everybody. Janet said he's so cute. Janet, he is cute. He is ornery. Oh my gosh, he's ornery. He loves Wade. He just wants to scoot over here so everybody can see me. Hold on. There he is. Oh my gosh. He's so funny. Look, he sits like that right on his butt and he looks at Wade. He'll look at Wade right in the eyes. They're buds. Oh gosh, we're gonna give it just a minute because we still have people coming on.
He'll settle down.
Oh, here comes more. Here comes Mira, Roxanne.
Settle down.
Buddy, you need to go in the other room and quit. Oh my goodness, you're gonna have to put him up. He's gonna kiss Wade right on the mouth. That's a little gross after he licked his butt. Here comes more people. This crazy dog. We're gonna give it just a second more and we'll be going. Sorry you guys about our dog. He is just not gonna quit, is he? Roxanne laughing. He's not gonna quit. If we show you guys any attention, he's like, Wade, you forgot about me. You forgot about me, Dad. Please don't forget about me. It's crazy. Well, it's so good to see you guys tonight. Day 2 of the challenge. Woo! You girls are killing it. You women are killing it. I am so proud of you. You guys are sending in your stuff. You're working out. You're drinking your water. You're setting up your coaching calls. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have 13 coaching calls tomorrow. I'm like, holy cow. That's a lot. In just a few hours, I'm like 13 coaching calls. Are you serious, y'all? You're killing me over here.
I'm glad you're giving them praise because you know what it tells me? You've been slacking. That's what it tells me. You've been slacking on your phone calls. I ain't gotta do that phone call. I know what I'm doing.
It's like, you're only showing up if you're getting points. We're gonna have to get
Exactly.
points all the time.
That really pisses me off, to be perfectly honest. Get on those calls, even if there's not a challenge. Come on,
Oh gosh,
is
they're so good, yeah.
this is how you win, guys.
Oh,
okay.
It is.
There is so much more to this than counting calories and macros. All right. Anybody can do that, although it does take some skill to do it, and it takes a little while to catch on. But all these other things, that's why you win. That's why you succeed. Okay.
Oh.
The coaching calls,
Oh, yeah.
the check-ins. Come on,
So
guys.
Hey, here's what we're gonna do. All right, so we're gonna take a minute and I want you guys to speak up. All right, so I want you to think for just a minute.
Oh my God, here we go.
It's gonna be deep. Are you ready? No, it's not gonna be deep, I promise. I want you to talk about why you're doing this challenge and why it's important to you. personally?
I'll give you 100 reasons.
Hey, I'm being sarcastic. I'm being sarcastic. I'm not having that for you. This is a know your business.
I may have to up the ante.
What are you gonna up it to?
I don't know.
Let them think now.
Might be a surprise.
Well, all right. I want you guys to think seriously. Take a minute. We're gonna get quiet if Wade can shut up, and we're gonna think. All right, just take a minute.
Okay. If one of you don't say it, you're a liar. I know it. I know it. I see note. That's what I'd be doing.
Here comes Whitney. All right. All right, Whitney, you just joined us. So listen, we're talking about the challenge. Why is this challenge important to you personally? What does this challenge mean to you? Why is it important? Okay. Think about it for just a minute because I want you guys to answer, okay? I want you to be able to tell everybody. All right. Now, we don't make these videos. Here comes more. Here comes Miss Allie. All right. So Allie, we just asked a question. For to do this challenge, if you're doing this challenge, or even if you're not doing this challenge, if you're just doing the weight loss program, why is this important to you? Why does this matter to you? All right.
Dun, dun, dun,
Okay.
dun, 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 dun. What's that? Match game. It's a match game. Y'all remember the match game? Come on.
Jeopardy. That's Jeopardy, Wade.
Jeopardy. You don't even
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Yes,
Sorry.
Roxanne, you are so right. It was so Jeopardy. I was like,
Sorry. How did match game go?
I have no idea who ever watched Match Game.
I totally watched Match Game.
Did you really? I didn't know
I
what
did.
it is.
I
In the
did.
late 70s, early 80s, wasn't it?
Gene Rayburn.
Gene, that's right.
All right.
They're all dead.
Rona just came.
Everybody on there.
Everybody on the internet.
I think so.
Rona, you just came on. Here's the question we're going to answer, and we're going to let Roxanne answer first. Okay. We want to hear from you. Why is this challenge important to you personally? Okay. Why is this challenge important to you? All right. So Roxanne's sitting there. She looks like she's ready to go. So we're going to let Roxanne go.
I think it came at just the right time. I've commented, I was having a rough number of weeks, and I was starting to feel that kind of, you get that mindset creep, when stuff is feeling tough, and then you start to look at things and you look at them in a certain way. And I was really, I was not feeling good about my own progress. The weight has down 3 pounds in 8 weeks. And I was like, really? I know that you're not supposed to focus on the scale. So when the challenge came up, I was like, this is really good, because I'd made my goals, we made the goals and stuff were all weight related, and I wasn't hitting those milestone goals. And I was like, this is really good. This is really good. This is something, I'm competitive. So I like to have, and I never feel like I'm competing against anybody else. I'm competing against myself. So I was like, this is really good. This is going to focus my mind on something really tangible and hit these numbers. And these are hard for me because of my knees and my feet and stuff. And I was like, you know what? This is really good. I get myself zeroed in on this and focus on something I can hit every single day. So that was what really has me. And it's funny because just in 2 days, I really feel that it's really, really good for me to feel like each day I'm like, okay, I have a goal and I'm going after it and I'm hitting it each day. So that's how it's going for me.
Good. Now, do you care if I share what we kind of looked at yesterday?
No, that's okay.
I'm going to let Wade share it because he's so excited. What happened to her yesterday?
Well,
So Roxanne was down on herself about weight loss.
she was.
And she sent in her pictures for the challenge.
She did.
What happened?
Unbelievable. Now listen, guys, you heard her say that she has lost 3 pounds,
3.5.
3.5 pounds. I'm not going to take that half away. 3.5 pounds. Okay. So she sent in her new pictures. And we were just blown away at what she has done in those 8 weeks with the inches that she has lost.
It's crazy.
So what we do when you do your upgraded pictures, we do a side by side with the first ones that you sent in. When you look at yourself every single day, like we all do, you don't see the subtle changes. But those subtle changes, they build up and they build up and they build up and they build up. And so when she sent her pictures in yesterday morning,
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I'm like, what in the world is she talking about?
I mean, you guys, do you care if I say your inches or just on your belly button measurement?
Go ahead.
How many inches did you just lose in your navel? Just your navel measurement.
5 inches.
5 inches around.
5.
I didn't even
Just-
realize, I've been taking the measurements and I wasn't like, I was doing I was like, oh, it hadn't occurred to me because I was like, oh, I'm down on, wow, that's really good. I'm down another 2 inches on my waist, but I hadn't looked at the start. So yeah, I didn't even realize it.
Roxanne, so I'm not kidding you. If Roxanne will allow us, I would love to post them in the private group because it's 3.5 pounds, 5 inches in just her navel measurement alone. That's not 2 inches above or 2 inches below. That is just her navel. Wrap your measuring tape around your waist and then bring it out 5 inches. Holy cow. But we saw, Wade and I saw it. As soon as we saw the pictures, we were like, oh my gosh, she has changed. I mean, it hit us and we were like, oh my gosh, put them side by side. And we were looking at him and we could not believe that was only 3.5 pounds. It blows our mind. So that's called body recomposition. It's crazy awesome to see. When you guys see it, it will blow your mind that it's just 3.5 pounds. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, who's next, guys? Why is this challenge important to you?
I'll go.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I just started. And so this is a good way to get started and to show myself that I can do it. And it's kind of a short term. So, I mean, I've already in just 1 week just been frustrated twice. I know where Roxanne's inch went, came back on me. But anyway, it's just good for me because I'm just starting and I just need to know that I can do it. And because it is short term, I don't feel so overwhelmed. So that's why it's good for me.
Good, very good, very good. I love that. You know what, Julie? It's consistency. It's consistency. The scale sometimes goes up for me. I shared that with you. Scale could be up 3.5 pounds one day. And I'm like, what did I do different? I didn't have achieved. Now my weight is just always like this. And I don't know why it's more than most people, but it's just that balancing act. And you have to stay in the game. And that's why we have meetings like this are so important. Hey, Deanna, do you want to share why it's important to you?
Yeah, I'll go.
Go ahead.
So I started the beginning of the year with I just feel yuck. Blah. My clothes were getting tight, didn't want to walk, didn't want to go in public places because my esteem is down the drain. So I was like, that's it. I'm gonna do this. So I started working out with the Bod Garage, the workouts on YouTube, Monday through Friday. I have been faithful Monday through Friday. Increased my water to I was probably drinking 2 to 3 bottles a day. and now I am at a gallon. You know, in my mind, I felt like I was doing everything right, but the scale was not moving. So 6 weeks, 5 days a week, intense workouts, water. I felt like I was eating fairly okay, and the scale was not moving. Actually, it went up 2 pounds. So last Wednesday, sorry, my dog's on. Last Wednesday, I was feeling pretty crummy. So I was like, I'm either going to just give up and quit, or I'm going to sign up with Allie. So signed up with Allie. Here I am.
Yay, here you are.
And the scale is moving. I'm finally getting my diet right. I've learned so much from you already in just a short amount of time, as far as my protein, calories. I'm getting it, I think. I'm on the right track now. So thank you.
And I am so glad to have you. So Deanna is you're from where? I love
From Wellston.
Woo, woo. She's from my county where I grew up, born and raised.
Yes, here I am. And I saw in my small group, there's also another girl.
There is.
From this town in my small group. Yeah. So
Yeah,
small
and
world.
There's actually more from home. Yeah, I'll have to give you a list.
Okay.
So there's
Yeah,
more.
we can be support for each other.
Yeah, that's cool. That's very cool. All right. Whitney, do you want to share?
Sure, I'll share. Okay, so my parents started doing this program last year, and seeing their progress and how hard they worked, and inspired me. And I had my third child last year, and I have an 11-year-old, and I have two and under. So I've gained a lot of pounds. I've just felt nasty, and none of those things here, and I hadn't been on a scale in I don't know how long. I just didn't want to do that. So when I started the program, I just really wanted to get my diet right and exercise, because I just had no motivation to exercise at all. And I knew that if I started a program and had to do it, it would keep me accountable. So that's what I started doing. And then, you know, you just kind of get in the groove of things. I've been doing this since January. And of course, it was like one of those New Year's resolutions things. And sometimes people just kind of get burnt out in February. And I was, you know, doing the workouts and eating right and drinking my water. And I think this challenge is really going to push me over, push me to the next level to get to my goals quickly. And I'm excited for it.
So proud of you already. You got 3 little ones at home and you're killing it. And I'm just so proud of you. You're doing great, Whitney. Keep going, girlfriend.
Yeah, your dad's a piece of trash, but your mom's really good.
You guys, if you see a picture of Duana and Steven, we show their pictures all the time, especially on lives. That's her parents. Her parents made unbelievable progress. So much so that Marlene came on, your uncle Thomas came on, you came on, Andrea came on. I mean, all these people from our family. Her parents have inspired so many people. And I bet you probably, how many would you guess their transformation inspired? At least maybe 25, 30 people?
I'm sure, yeah.
Yeah,
You
they
know,
came on our program.
Duana,
We owe your parents lots of money.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to send them on a trip or something. Stephen and Duana, they came on like wildfire, and they knew what they wanted, they knew what their goal was, and they weren't going to let anything stop them. And it took a lot of hard work for, I don't know, for several months.
Mhm.
But after the first couple of months, their bodies were really and they were going to the gym regularly, and they were strict on their diet. and they just made it work. Was it easy? I'm sure it wasn't easy. I know the first couple of workouts was not easy.
They wanted to quit. Stephen wanted to quit, but he
Yeah.
kept pushing.
He did.
And man, his strength increased. It was crazy,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
And then their bodies just started really, really changing. And, they both lost over 30 pounds
Look amazing.
each.
Yeah.
And I think Stephen may have even gotten close to 40, but I think Dewana had probably gotten down to, I don't know how long it's been, a long time. She was small.
She got her goal, met
Yeah.
her goal. Yeah.
Yeah. And another thing I wanted to add was that I started doing this because I wanted to do it for me and just change myself. But now I've kind of changed my thinking, and it's really gone into my family, my husband and my kids, and we all eat the same things now, everything that I cook. And I just want them to know that I want this to be regular life for them. Not when they grow up, they have to change things to get healthy. I want them to be healthy as they grow up. So I just want this to be their normal, you know?
So good. That is so good. So glad you said that. That's awesome. Mira, you want to share yours? Why is this important to you?
Well, I think one of the reasons this is important to me is that I literally wouldn't be doing a challenge like this if it was just me, like going to the gym or doing something like this. So it really like makes me push myself, and then it makes me, want to do better and that kind of stuff. Like I feel like, if I was at the gym, I would do my workout, but I don't do a whole lot extra and that kind of stuff. And so something like this, I feel like is good because I'm not a super competitive person, but I can get competitive in certain situations. And so this is kind of one of those situations where I can get kind of competitive. So, so I feel like, like it's good for me because it pushes me beyond where I am now. So, and I'm also like, I really want to reach my goals, and I'm trying to be really good about everything. So.
Yeah. Good job.
You're going to get there.
Yes, you will. Definitely will. Mendoza, you want to share?
Where is Mendoza?
She's working. She's always working while she's listening. Always having to put up with you is what
All I
she
see is
said.
the ceiling. She laying down? What's she doing?
There she is. Let her talk.
Okay.
Why is this important to you, Denise? If you can talk. sweet.
I'm sorry, I'm in a meeting right now.
Okay, no worries,
Yeah,
honey.
sorry.
That's okay.
I'm listening.
It's all right. So anybody else? Jana, you want to talk about it?
I'll go, Ellie.
Okay, go ahead.
Did you mean me, Ellie?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I did the program last year, and I jokingly tell people, when they say, what did you do during the pandemic? Well, I took off 20 pounds and I put it back on and I grew my hair out. So, so what I've tried back and forth, going back in and get my food right again or whatever. But for me, it just, I just couldn't quite get there. So I went back in the program, and when Wade said he was doing the challenge, I'm like, oh crap. Y'all, I'm old. I'm not particularly competitive, but what I am doing is challenging myself and pushing myself. I can't do push-ups. I literally cannot do them. I have arthritis in my shoulder, and I had rotator cuff surgery on the other one. I mean, the other one I can kind of do it, but my one shoulder, I just can't do it. So I know that won't be my deal, but I can do planks and I can do squats, and so for me, it's doing what I can do, but across the board, it's an increase in my activity level, an increase in my exercise activity. So it's just one more tool in the tool belt. It's just one more thing that I can do to reach my goals. And I know I can reach my goals. I've met them before.
Now, the trick will be figuring out how to maintain that. And that's, for me, that's going to be a real trick. But we'll get it done this time.
Yes, we will. That's right. I'm proud of you.
You can tell them how old I am, Allie.
Well, it's unbelievable. I would like to take a vote on who thinks you're in your 40s or your 50s. This year, right? Is it this year?
Yeah.
This year she will be 70 years old. What?
Yeah.
That is crazy. I never would have guessed it. Never would have guessed it. I was like, I still believe, like every time I talk to you, it's like I believe you're 40 or 50. It doesn't hit me that you're almost 70.
Yeah. My kid is 45.
Wow. That's crazy. Well, you look great.
Thank you.
That's for
And
sure.
and I'll look better.
Yes,
I will look
are
better.
really great.
I told Allie the other day, in my head I'm 50. My body keeps acting its damn age.
That's fun. Tanya, you want to go?
Sure. This came at a good time. Well, one, today I just was kind of off. I went out to lunch with a girlfriend, and even though I pre-planned and pre-tracked, it's hard for me when I go out. So having this tonight helped, knowing just that I'd have that accountability and check in. But the challenge, I like what somebody else said, that it's not that I don't work out. I'm a hardcore workout. I do 1 hour to 2 hours every single day and have for a long, long time. So it's not the workouts, but it's the extra. I today did 150 squats, where yesterday I only did 122 or something. And so I created the spreadsheet on my work computer while I was working and have all my things. So I like what somebody else said of just competing against myself of every day. Can I do, like today I did 15 push-ups versus 10, and I'm not very good at push-ups either, but the planks, I did them for my knees because that's initially what Wade said. And I was like, well, this is too easy. So I'm like, no, I have to do them from my toes. I can, so I'm going to. So I think it's just giving me that extra oomph to do more. But then why is it important? It's just about the confidence. I like what you talk about. I think it was last week, that it's going to be hard. So we might as well just get in there and do it and finish it, because it's not going to suddenly be easy tomorrow. I'll still want to lose 20 pounds tomorrow, even if I'd eat a whole candy bar tonight. So it's finding that balance. And I don't know, I think the extra challenge just is good incentive. And then I go on vacation on April 1st. So it's perfect timing too.
Yeah, good.
Good job.
Very, very good. Yeah, this is building confidence in you guys. This is like, oh my gosh, I did that. When you look back over the week and over the entire month, and you look at your exercise chart and how many squats or push-ups or all of it together that you did, how you drank your water and how you stayed on point and how your body changed, you're building confidence in yourself. You're building like, oh my gosh, did you know I did this many push-ups? I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. Beth Hicks went from not being able last challenge to do 1 push-up to just dropping to the floor, and she can give you 10 at any time. And she couldn't do 1. And it's crazy to see our strength improve and all of that. Karen, what about you?
Hey, I just wanted to say, Wade, that I've been doing my weekly coaching calls. So
yes.
Not all of us are signed up because we weren't doing them. But anyway,
Good.
so I have been saying for probably like the last 2 or 3 years that I have like 10 pounds to lose, like that belly fat. And I'm like so tired of not losing it.
Yeah.
I used to be almost 200 pounds. So I've lost like 60 pounds over the last 5 to 10 years. So this is just like the last little goal that I want to get to. So I, like Wade said on one of the videos, like you have to just get mad. Like I am mad. So now
Good.
I'm just like disciplined, and I'm going to get rid of the belly fat.
Yes.
So
Good.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Sometimes you've got to get mad. You think about things in your life that changed. Sometimes you put up with stuff for so long. Like I put up with a lot of things in my life for so long. And there comes a turning point sometimes. It could be going to a doctor and getting a bad report. It can be all kinds of different things. You just look in the mirror one day and you say, that's enough for some reason. For some reason, there's a turning point. And when that happens and the motivation is there and you kick it up a notch and say, I'm not going back, you know, that happens for so many of you. And I want you to see this month what you can do. I'm so glad that Wade said, let's have a challenge. I'm so glad that he brought it to the table because we're heading into spring and summer. And, you know, here's the thing I was talking to Allie about yesterday or today. It was today. You know, so many times we say, we put things off and how would we feel if another year, you know, we talked about this when we get to our goal, say it's January 1, 2023, and we hit our goal, you know, and we hit our goal. What obstacles did we have to overcome to get here? And you guys looked back and you saw these things like birthday parties, and when you didn't want to go to the gym, here's what you did and how you prepared your food. And you guys gave me all those answers. And you looked back over your year and you saw how you succeeded. So you saw those roadblocks. So when we look forward, it's when we're looking at the mountain of weight and it's like, oh my gosh, I got to lose so much weight. It's huge, right? But when we look back, we can see what it took to get here. But I want you guys to say it's January 1 of 2023. And another year passed. And it was another year and you're in the same spot. The same spot. How does that make you feel? If you're in the same spot next year. Because here's what happens. We get fatigued in the middle of this. What you guys are doing is hard. What we did it. We still have to go do it. If you guys became my MyFitnessPal friend today, you'll see that I'm back on it. Okay, so we know what it's like. It's not easy, but it is amazing when you feel different, when you look different, when your confidence changes. But what if you just put yourself, and here's how I'm going to explain it. When I was a kid, I hated spinach and I hated beets. And my mom would make us, she would be like, you're going to eat that spinach, you're going to eat that beets. And I'd pick it up, put it in my mouth, I'd hold it in my mouth just as long as I could. I'd be sitting there, and I'm sorry, this is gross, but I'd be gagging. Oh God. I'd hold it in my mouth, Half hour would go by, I'd still have it in my mouth. My mom said, are you going to sit there and torture yourself, or are you going to swallow the peas? Are you going to swallow the spinach? Are you going to swallow the beets? Or are you just going to hold them so you can taste them longer? And I'm like, and then I'm like, oh, thank God, you know, that's gone. And here's what we do with ourselves with weight loss. We get into it and we're gung-ho, and then we just play around with it and cheat. And when nobody's looking, you know, we're not checking in, or we're kind of falling off the bandwagon, and we're prolonging. We're prolonging it. We're in limbo and prolonging it. You know, if we could come in like we're doing right now today, that's why this challenge is so important. Because this challenge says, I'm going to come into this thing like gangbusters. I am going to put myself in the middle of this thing, and I'm going to challenge myself, and I'm going to see progress. You know, yeah, I failed before. How many of you guys say I failed? You know, when we think about that, we can do two things with it. We can let it paralyze us and like, well, the scale's not really moving. And that's kind of where Roxanne was. And I hope I'm okay to say this, Roxanne, but that's kind of where she was. And that's where we get like the scale isn't moving. And she didn't see her progress. She didn't. Wade and I saw it. It was like, when we saw it, it was like, oh my gosh, look how she's changed. But she didn't see it. And so she was down, and it was a mind game, and it was bringing her down and slowing her progress. And you know what happened? When we saw those pictures, it was like, oh my gosh, she doesn't see the progress she's made. And we allow these mind games to slow us and to slow us down and even stop us. We overthink. We're like, oh my gosh, I'm not seeing any progress. And we overthink until we stop. But this challenge is why it's so important, is to make you believe in yourself. is to look at that mirror and say, oh my gosh, I did that. Because if you can do this and you can look back and see what you did this month, you can do anything. You can. I love what Gina Williams said. She said, you know, on the way to losing 80 pounds, something kicked up in her. And she said, when she started this, she said, I'm not stopping. I don't care what the scale says. I've given up on myself before. Yes, I failed so many freaking times. So many times. But you know what? You have to say, yeah, I have failed, but I'm not going to let that happen again. I'm not. I'm going to fight for myself. I'm going to believe in myself. That's what this is about. Believing in you, believing and seeing your own strength, seeing how strong you really, really are, pushing yourself to a new level and standing up and saying, I am freaking proud of what I'm doing. I am doing something that makes me feel confident, something that makes me feel powerful, something that makes me feel strong, something that lets me know I can not only change my life in this area, but I can change my life wherever I want to. If it's my job, if it's my relationship, if it's my finances, I am powerful. And that's what Gina said. She said, when she began to see the strength in herself, she said to herself, I want to fight for my marriage. I don't know if I'm going to be rejected, but if I can do this, I'm going to try. And she wrote us this email, and it was long, and it made Wade and I sit and cry when we were sitting reading it in our bed. He did cry like a baby. And we saw that woman. She said, I don't know if I'm going to be rejected or not, but I'm going to do it. And she went for it, and it saved her marriage. And it is amazing to see where their marriage is today. So this right here, ladies, if you get this and you build in yourself self-confidence, and you build in yourself the strength to see what you can accomplish and do, it won't just change your life, but it'll change somebody else's. I love this about my husband because he would never say this, but what he did was a chain reaction. He was broken. He had nothing. He'll tell you his testimony. Everything was gone. How did you feel?
Oh, I was low. I mean, I was low. And if it hadn't been for my mom and dad, I don't know where I would have slept. When I moved home, I just moved home, and what I had was in my car, and that was it. I had no home. I had no money. I had no job. I had nothing.
He'd been rejected in a marriage he wanted to stay in.
I had family here. Thank goodness for that. And I just woke up one morning and I said, you know what? I want to do this for me. I'm not doing it for anybody. I want to be the best that I can be physically. I want to be as healthy as I possibly can. I'm 50 years old. Half of my life, I'm sure, is gone. More than half. So why not make the rest of my life the best that I can make it?
What happened to your confidence as your body began to change?
Oh,
Off the charts, ladies. He was posting pictures of himself without shirts on all the time. I love him. But his confidence changed. But see what happened?
that wasn't funny.
No, it was funny. I love you. But his confidence changed. It attracted me, baby. and his confidence changed. And that began to, other people began to see it. And they wanted some of what he had. And it began to change their life. Then I met him, and it changed my life. Then we met you, and it's changing your life. And now you're going to have children, like Whitney says, that you can change their life, and husbands that you're going to inspire, and boyfriends and relationships, people that you don't even know with, just like Duana and Stephen. Duana not only touched her family, we've got Marlene here, a pastor's wife who is an example to her congregation of changing her life, changing her health, taking care of her body that God gave her. We've got all of you ladies on here. We've got Allie on here who wants to coach women. We've got Jennifer Steiger who wants to coach women in health and wellness. You know what? We've got you on here, and it's bigger than you. And I hope you see what you're doing is just not so simple as weight loss. What you're doing is powerful, because it's standing up and taking a part of your life that it's been out of control and saying, I'm going to take charge of this. It's a worthy, it's an honorable thing to change your health and to change your life and to set goals for yourself and to make yourself and your life better and important. It's an act of love towards yourself and those that you love. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of all of you for stepping up and changing your life. So proud of you. We've taken you over in time. We're 10 minutes past what we needed to be. But if there's any of you that want to share why you're on this journey, if you have to leave, you can leave. But if there's any of you that left that haven't got to share why this challenge is important to you, I want you to go ahead and speak up. Rona, go ahead. You can't hear you, Rona. Hold on. Let me see if I can unmute you. It says you're unmuted, but we can't hear you. Shoot. Daggone it. We'll come back to you and see if you can get it to work. Anybody else? Marlene, you want to go? You know how to turn your mic on? Here she comes. There's Marlene. Hey, Marlene.
Hey,
Hey.
can you
Why
hear me?
challenge? We can
Yeah,
hear
we
you.
can hear
Why
you.
is this challenge important to you?
I need to lose more weight. I came on last year in April. I've lost 33.5 inches,
Woo!
32 pounds. And I need to lose about 30 more pounds to meet my goal. And Dwana and Stephen Ray were the cause of me meeting y'all. I'm sorry.
You've changed your life, haven't you, Marlene?
I have. I'm so much stronger than I was.
You are, honey. Marlene was telling me the other day how it was hard for her to get up and down off the floor. Man, she just pops up off that floor now. Just pops up off of it. We're so proud of you, Marlene. Every time we get your updates, we're just blown away. You're doing amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dang it, Marlene.
Got Rona said, I'm gonna read this from Rona because she can't get her mic on. She got a new computer. She said, I just wanted to say that when I was into my triathlon about 10 years ago, it was very empowering, gave me such confidence to carry on in other areas of my life. Also, this challenge is good because I can do it anywhere. She's on a ship. She's a ship captain, ladies and gentlemen. Being on a ship, I don't have access to a proper gym. I have equipment on the ship, but the gym is better. And you know what? That's awesome. Thank you for writing it in the chat. Anybody else want to share before we go? All right, ladies. We're proud of you. Let's freaking do this thing. All right, are you ready to do it? I'm serious. I have seen you guys doing this already. I'm so proud of all you guys posting and sending me stuff and how many push-ups and sit-ups and squats you've been doing, or not sit-ups, push-ups and whatever it is, planks, I can't remember. Awesome, you guys. Let's do this. Keep inspiring each other on your WhatsApp groups. If you're not in one, let me know. I'll get you in one. You know what? You guys are killing it.
Yeah.
Wade, you got anything?
Just remember, next Monday, you turn in your first week's worth of numbers, okay? Don't write down a point number, write down the number of squats you did, the number of planks you did, the number of push-ups you did, okay? As far as the exercises go, all right?
Yeah.
Remember, it's 25 points every check-in, 15 points every day you do a gallon of water, 200 points for every time you have a coach call. Make sure you schedule one every week this month. Okay, that's a lot of points, but it's very, very important. The check-ins are very important also, guys. It's not just for the challenge. I want to say this, and then we're going to go. 85% of the clients that check in regularly reach their goal. 86%, I'm sorry, did I say 85?
Yes.
86%, all right? The 14% that do not check in, only 2% reach their goal. That's how important the check-ins are. So if you're not doing them, get your butt in gear and do the freaking check-ins, okay? I know this is very important to every one of you. And I know that some of you have been just in a stranglehold with your weight for a long period of time. And it's time to be sick of it. If you're not tired of it by now, by God, get sick of it. Get pissed off. I like pissed off when it comes to it. It's a motivator.
Yes.
Okay. And if you've ever failed in your life before now, let that motivate you.
You aren't failing this time. We are not going to fail this time.
We're
We
not-
are going to win this time.
That's right.
We're going to have a winner's attitude. We're going to fight those thoughts inside of us that are negative, and we're going to push past them. And we're going to believe in ourselves this time. You're going to believe in you this time, Mira.
Yeah.
Believe in yourself.
It doesn't matter how long it takes you. Listen,
That's right.
you
Keep
have
going.
you have to be patient. Okay. It took Gina almost a year
To lose 80.
to lose 80 pounds, but she never gave up. She never quit, and she got there.
She got discouraged, but she said, you know what? I'm not going to let my mind stay there.
Yeah.
And she didn't. She fought the thoughts off.
If you had to lose 80 pounds, would it be worth a year of your life?
The year's going to pass anyway. Don't show up in January 1 and be the same place.
Right.
We're not going to do that. We're going to
Just-
show up January 1, killing it.
Yeah.
This is going to be a good year. We love you guys. We got to let you go. Great. Keep going. We'll talk to you right here on Thursday. Okay. We love you guys. See you for workouts tomorrow. It's a great meeting. You guys keep killing it, guys.
Hey, guys.
Bye.